Okay, we want to get to breaking news right now. We are following a pursuit through Lake Balboa, LAPD pursuing. You can see this silver car here through the streets of Saticoy and Airport Business Parkway.
And no one, as of yet, working on gathering that information for you, but you can see that right now this car is zooming through intersections and on these surface streets. You see the LAPD just behind, sirens on, spotlight overhead. At one point, the car, according to our speedometer tracker there in the top right corner of your screen, hitting close to 80 miles an hour and seemingly trying to get up there once again. So it is, as always, when we know on these pursuits at this time of day, especially on a weekend and on these surface streets, it starts to get particularly dangerous with darkness, with you don't know who else is on the street right now, and any potential obstacle or anything else that this could run into at the moment.
Yeah, again, we're working on what this driver was wanted for, but you can see them pretty much evading officers right now. A really dangerous situation, right, Gio, when they're on roadways through neighborhoods, because there's so many intersections here, and it looks like they're pulling into this gas station, just using it as a way to navigate through the intersection.
Cutting through gas stations, cutting through anything, and see if it does it again or just finally slows down a little bit. But here's where that heavy area starts.
And you can see they're passing another LAPD vehicle on the other side of the roadway there. They're still pursuing, but I'm kind of wondering now if the sergeant in charge there is saying, hey, we need to pull back. This is just simply too dangerous, as they're once again cutting that intersection here on Havenhurst and Roscoe Boulevard in North Hills area.
We don't know if the driver is armed actually right now. So once again, the earlier comment too of the windows being particularly tinted, it's hard to make out if it's just the driver in the vehicle, if there's other people in that vehicle with that driver as well. So you see people on the side of the roads, you see lots of traffic. Every time you get to one of these intersections right here, it's nerve-wracking because you don't really know what's going to happen.
Coming up to yet another intersection, and you wonder what they're going to do. Again, make another sharp turn right in front of a car that was in that turn lane. And it looks like they're, again, going to cut those turns very close. You saw that car have to hit on their brakes there. You can see the steering wheel in the car and a light there as well.
Either if that's a phone or a screen or something in the middle, you know, with the dashboard on the newer vehicles.
Those of you streaming with us, this is Julia Dang at News Chopper 4. You're watching a live pursuit now in the Valley. You see LAPD behind this light-colored sedan. Just made a left turn onto Plummer Street.
Maybe this driver is on the phone, and that happens many times. We see them try to make their last-ditch efforts to call someone. Holiday weekend, people are out and about. They're going to make another sharp turn here on Devonshire Woodley Avenue.
When we talk to folks like Dave Avila when he jumps on with us, like when you see these vehicles stay on these, well, there we go. I was going to change up what my thought was. When you stay on those surface streets, it's because it's an area typically familiar to the person, and they're just trying to find a way to extend the time as much as possible. But now the dynamic changes entirely when you jump on the interstate here on the 405, and now all of a sudden you have a lot more space to operate, and then you have to potentially start incorporating potentially CHP and any handoffs or anything like that. It changes everything as we now start to keep an eye on this heading onto the freeway.
This driver now deciding to hop on the freeway there, but you wonder, are they going to just try to make their way back to the North Hills area or the Lake Balboa area where we believe this all started?
Yeah, the exit coming up here is going to be Victory Boulevard. Looks like this driver is getting off the freeway now. Victory Boulevard. Making a left turn now onto Victory, ignoring that red light. And I think he might be driving into the off-ramp here. No, this is a one-way street. This driver going the wrong way into this residential neighborhood. Looks like this is Densmore Avenue again. Yeah, blowing through yet another stop sign. Fortunately, no other cars around here. Helicopter is still overhead. I just heard them say they were going to go into tracking mode, but you see those red and blue lights. Looks like ground units are still behind this driver. I see at least one in this shot.
Came in as a man with a gun. We don't know if this person is armed, is still armed, if anyone else is in this vehicle here. You can see they're driving very erratic.
Looks like the window is down on the driver's side of this car. I wonder if we can get a better look at the driver, again, believed to be armed with a gun. That's according to LAPD. I believe the helicopter is still overhead. Yeah, I see that spotlight. Getting into that left turn lane now, and he's making a right turn instead of going left. And he's turning in front of these other cars. Coming up to White Oak, and this is very close to where we first picked up this pursuit.
They tend to know who the driver is, where they go, where they live.
Ignoring yet another stop sign. You see that spotlight? That's from the LAPD helicopter. Slowed down for just a moment, but definitely did not stop at that stop sign. Two quick left turns now. Looks like this is on Cohasset Street. Slowing down considerably here compared to the speeds we saw before. Driving under 20 miles per hour now. Blowing through another stop sign, making a right turn here. For a moment there, I thought this driver was turning into a driveway.
That airship is still overhead. They know exactly where this person is. And at some points, it turns into a waiting game.
Okay, I think at this point they're just going
Yeah.
in a square here.
Oh,
Take
and
a
it's
look.
finally
They're
stopped.
stopping. Is anyone getting out? Oh, they have the airship overhead.
Yeah, there it
this
is, and
person
now
is getting out, and
running
it
out.
looks like they have something in the shirt.
And
Do you see that?
Yeah,
The person's
almost like
running.
the right arm potentially holding something.
Okay, he just ran northbound through the alley, running through a parking lot now. Is he going to try and take another car? There are people standing out here. He's running into Pogo's Bar and Grill. We all see this happening. The helicopter has eyes on this too. There are people standing out here in the window. I don't know if they realize what's going on, but they see the LAPD helicopter. They can hear it. And there is no hiding from the police. They are going to get this guy, this pursuit driver, wanted for reckless driving, who's believed to be armed with a gun. He left his car, ran through an alley, through a parking lot, and then just ran into Pogo's Bar and Grill. This is going to be near Saticoy Street and Louise in the Lake Balboa area. Let's see how long it takes for cops to show up and to get this guy into custody. That might be the manager walking out now, pointing at the sky, wondering what is going on. And here we go. The ground units are here. LAPD pulling up at Pogo's Bar and Grill, looking for this pursuit suspect who bailed out of that car, ran through an alley, and is now hiding. I'm hearing out on the LAPD scanner, he may have gone through a smoke shop, so I'm widening out here, trying to see if we can see the back door that he might have run out of. But you see those LAPD units setting up a perimeter around here.
Keeping an eye on the live footage here. It almost looks like someone, there it is,
Okay,
someone
there we
under
go.
arrest, taken into custody right now. Looks like the suspect has been taken care of, coming out of the bar and grill there.